When you hear the phrase modern warfare, you probably imagine tanks, drones, or special ops teams moving under cover of darkness. But what if I told you that some of the most decisive battles are won without a single shot fired? Welcome to the shadowy world of psychological operations, Psyops. So, what exactly are Psyops? In the simplest terms, they're military strategies designed to influence what people think, feel, and do. It's about control, persuasion, and shaping the battlefield of the mind. Think of propaganda, but with laser focus, targeted, data-driven, and way more sophisticated. Let's rewind the clock. Psychological warfare isn't new. Centuries ago, Sun Tzu, the legendary Chinese general, declared, "To subdue the enemy without fighting is the acme of skill." Even Genghis Khan, the Mongol conqueror, used deception to terrify his enemies, like lighting extra campfires to trick them into thinking his army was massive. But things really kicked into high gear in the 20th century. When radio, film, and mass media spread across the globe, Psyops became a formal part of military planning. During World War II, the Allies dropped millions of leaflets behind enemy lines. These weren't random notes. They were meticulously crafted to spread confusion, shatter morale, and even encourage surrender. Some leaflets showed bombed-out cities, others faked orders or promised safe passage. Meanwhile, radio stations beamed voices, sometimes pretending to be defectors, directly into enemy territory. The Cold War? That was the Psyops arms race. Now, it wasn't just leaflets. It was Hollywood movies, news, music, and the very culture itself. The US and the Soviet Union both fought to win hearts and minds, broadcasting their own narratives deep into enemy territory. Radio Free Europe became a powerful tool, pushing Western ideals behind the Iron Curtain and quietly undermining communist regimes from the inside. Fast forward to today, and Psyops have gone digital. Militaries now use social media, hacked accounts, and even deepfakes to manipulate what people see and believe. Imagine a fake video of an enemy leader saying something outrageous, or a viral news story that's completely manufactured. That's not science fiction. It's happening right now. And it's not just about attacking the enemy. Sometimes, psyops are about winning over civilians, what's called hearts and minds. In Iraq and Afghanistan, US forces used everything from radio broadcasts and posters to community outreach, all aimed at convincing local populations to support them instead of insurgents. Gaining trust was just as important as winning any firefight. Want a more recent example? Look at the fight against ISIS. Coalition forces dropped leaflets warning civilians to evacuate before airstrikes. They used loudspeakers, text messages, and social media to urge enemy fighters to surrender. Some messages even called out ISIS commanders by name, making them feel hunted and isolated. But here's the catch. Psyops can backfire if you get them wrong. If a message feels fake or gets exposed, it can spark outrage or destroy trust, both at home and abroad. In our hyper-connected world, one botched campaign can spiral out of control and wreck months of careful planning. So how do armies craft these operations? It's all about knowing the target. What do they fear? What motivates them? Psychological experts, linguists, and cultural advisors work together to design messages that hit the mark. Timing, delivery, and cultural nuance, all critical. And with artificial intelligence, the game is changing again. AI can track public sentiment, create convincing content, and even simulate entire online communities. We're entering an era where the line between real and fake is blurrier than ever, and the stakes are sky high. So next time you see a viral video from a conflict zone, or mysterious post stirring up controversy, ask yourself, is this spontaneous? Or is someone, somewhere, pulling the psychological strings? In war, perception is power. And psyops? They're the silent weapon, shaping minds and nations. Long before the first shot is fired.